right, so Mars in Cancer. As of this afternoon, September 4th, Mars enters Cancer and it will be there until November 3rd when it enters Leo. However, on December 6th, it stations retrograde at 6 degrees of Leo and moves back into Cancer, lo and behold, on January 6th of 2025. Who wants to bet we see a repeat of 2021? I can almost guarantee it. It does station direct on February 24th, and then it finally enters Leo for good on April 17th. Okay, so this is a really, really long transit with just a short little reprieve in there, right about a month during the month of November. But it's going to be a rough one. Now, on the positive side, Mars in Cancer is your intuition leading your action. So listening to your intuition, listening to your inner voice during this time is really going to be helpful in guiding you forward. Of course, this is happening just in time for eclipse season when our North Node is in Mars-ruled Aries. So there's definitely going to be huge pushes for you to take some action and make sure that you're listening to your intuition and following your spirit guides or whoever. To help you move forward on whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Now, the negative side, and this is why it is my absolute least favorite transit of all time, Mars is in its fall in Cancer. It is its least favorite place to be. It's incredibly uncomfortable there, and essentially Mars, the planet of war, is being ruled by our emotions. Okay, so I think we can all agree that that's never a good thing. when your anger is being ruled by your emotions, it's kind of rough and it's very difficult, and things can kind of be all over the place. I don't know if you've ever seen somebody with prominent Cancer hit a breaking point, but it is never pretty, and quite often they like pointy things. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind over these next several months, that people kind of popping off and getting a little out of pocket as an emotional response is very likely to start happening over this next several months. Now, me personally, I have my moon in Cancer, and it is actually opposite my Mars in Capricorn. Despite the fact that my Mars is exalted and my moon is in its rulership, that constant back and forth gives a very similar effect to Mars in Cancer. There is emotional reactions. There are kind of spicy emotional reactions, quite honestly, that can get a little out of hand. Definitely anger is going to be a big thing. Now, the last time that Mars was in Cancer was the spring of last year of 2023. There was a rash of people protecting their homes with deadly force. And as it turned out, most of those people, or actually all of the people that were harmed or unalived during that time, were people that were, number one, kids and teenagers, DoorDash driver who accidentally pulled in the wrong driveway, a kid who accidentally knocked on the wrong door, a kid that was playing hide and seek and ran and hid behind a tree in their neighbor's yard. Like, this idea of protecting your home and family by force definitely gets ramped up under this transit. Here in the United States, I use the Sibley chart where both the 4th house of home here, the country itself, and the 5th house of children are both ruled by Mars. So there could be a lot of protecting by force, family, home, children, the country, so on and so forth. Given our current political environment, I don't see this being a very happy transit in any way, shape, or form for our country in particular. There's also a heightened possibility for violence against women. We may see some violence kick up in the abortion arguments. We could also see a huge uptick in domestic violence situations as well. So if you are in a domestic violence situation, make sure that you are protecting yourself at all costs. Leave if you can, but make sure that you're definitely, number one, listening to your intuition. If something is telling you that you need to get out right then get out right then. Overall, it's a spicy transit. It's a very long transit. The retrograde is going to be rough. So make sure during this time you are taking the time to slow down and do your best to think your emotions through before you're acting on them, and make sure that you are definitely listening to your intuition over these next several months.